All right, take two or take whenever 120. So I've been making this video for way too long. Been trying to make this video for a long time now. Made a script for it and everything. Didn't like it, so we're making the video. But what I'm going to be talking about today, it is talking about losing. What I mean by that is the feeling of losing. Whether you feel like you're behind, feel like that you're a loser, you're a fat chud, whatever. It's mostly about the feeling of feeling behind and being a loser. So the greatest example I can give, for at least when you're younger, what is it? So when you're younger, losing, whenever you lose to them, it's like a funeral, or how samurais would be with what their senseis would be like, you dishonored us by losing. But nigga, I take it very seriously. But it's, bro, I lost a death match. I should be happy I'm even alive. Anyway, what that is that a lot of the time, it's never that deep. You might take that mindset into adulthood and you now have a fear of losing, or you play it safe all the time. You know what I mean? And I don't believe that's a way to live, honestly. Like that is just being so sheltered, and you know what I mean? It's like one of those homeboys that you got that's just, he doesn't take no type of risk taking. And fortunately, I was one of those homeboys for a long time. Throughout my life, I've been playing it safe through elementary, middle school, and high school. Got no extracurricular activities going on, no sports, no nothing. And I believe I can do it, especially track. I did track for a brief time, and I feel like I was slowing the team down. And after one loss, I got first place in 200 meters, and I think I did a third one. I think it was like a 200. I lost that because I was a sprinter. You know what I mean? Nobody taught me how to run a 200 at the time. I was in middle school, but regardless, I'm yapping. But you carry that into adulthood and you play safe all the time and you don't take no risks, and you end up being stuck. You end up feeling lost. You end up feeling behind. You end up, you know what I mean? Oh, and I know it's just a lot with the generation right now. The whole generation feels like they're behind. And man, sometimes you just gotta tell yourself that you're not behind, that you're good. You have to work at your own pace and you'll get there eventually. You know what I mean? But the main thing about that is that we have to accept that failure and losing is still something. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think we should get an award for it. It is what it is. I lost. I didn't get the thing. But what we should be doing, or what we should be teaching, especially when we're younger, but what we should be teaching the kids is that it's okay to fail, because nobody taught me that when I was older or younger. What? Nobody taught me that when I was younger, that it was okay to fail, that you're going to be all right if you fail. And I am in my adult years, and even though I could have been doing all the risk taking and such to get me into my 20s, a better advantage or a better headspace, a better mindset about things, and I didn't. Even this YouTube stuff, super new to me, super out of my comfort zone, but I've wanted to create things for a long time. I've been playing it safe for years, and it's not it, man. Greatest thing I can tell all the young niggas, all the young people out there, just take risks, bro. You know what I'm saying? The younger the better. You know what I'm saying? If you have a fear of going on stage and performing and such for whatever reason, dancing, plays, whatever, but you really want to do it, or I feel like this fits me, or just give it a try. You know what I mean? Give it a shot. Once you graduate high school, what are they gonna do? Be like, bro, remember in high school when you was in the play about the talking trees and shit? Yeah, bro, that was 10 years ago. That was like 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Bro, nobody cares, you know what I'm saying? Nobody cares after high school. Once you graduate high school, life becomes peaches and cream. Well, not really, but once you graduate high school, the outlook on life becomes peaches and cream. You know what I mean? You just go to work, and then you're like, how can I advance from here? Keep going to work. But I'm yapping again. Sorry, got off topic. But am I touching all the points? Again, this is off the dome. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to edit this, but okay, we ball. What's another point? I don't know. Another point, I guess, would be feeling like you're stuck in a dead-end job. Maybe somebody helps you up there or whatever, and your money's cool. I don't know. You get paid weekly or whatever, whatever, and the money's cool. But then you're like, man, this is a lot for a job. I come home and I feel like I want to die. And so you're like, man, let's see what Alex is what his experience is working here for so long. How long have you been working here, man? You know, what's going on? And he's like, I've been working here for 10 years and I'm still been working on these machines. Wow, 10 years? No management, no type of promotion, no 10 years. That's a lot of years, man. For a pat on the back? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I'm cool off that. And then they also try to give you some BS promotion. Bro, Jacob, you finna get this promotion. You finna get a 50-cent raise. And you get a new or you get to drive the forklift. Alright? Just more work for me. I gotta come in and just work 60 hours and then have no time to rest so I can keep continuing to work for you. Some of these jobs, the turnover rates are terrible. And they're wondering, they're over here asking, damn, man, how could we keep these people in here? Bro, it's because niggas feel like, excuse me, I don't want to say the N word. It's because they feel like they're being stuck in this trance of being a zombie for God knows how long. You know what I mean? How long are you going to be working this job? You're just aimlessly wandering around working this job and not even getting a guarantee. You know what I mean? Sometimes, most of those jobs, factories or construction, the big jobs, probably electricity, or you probably have to wait until somebody dies in order to get a position. I don't know about electricity, being an electrician and such, but from my first-hand experience, it was looking like I had to wait for somebody to die, or somebody just gave up, or because I was not in the runner-up, I would have to be there for at least maybe 5 years, in my guess. I don't think 3 years would really do much, but I don't want to make the video too long. I think I touched up on all of my points recently. Feeling lost, feeling tired, man. Hold on, let me see if I got something for you. I remember now. I just looked in my notes. What was I gonna say? So I wanted to also talk about some people who can't handle losing or feeling behind and handle the pressure of feeling like a chud. Or most notably, somebody who is in a position to where they are good enough for themselves, but then project it onto other people. Basically saying, it took me a while to get this car, but I got a car now. You have a car? No, bro, we in the same boat. Relax, bro. We're supposed to be on the same side. You over, you know what I mean? They just project your insecurities about being behind and just little pokes at it. Bro, I feel like those type of people are so fragile to their aura being lost. You know what I mean? They're so fragile to embarrassment, they'll have to perk up and immediately do something about it. Dude, we all get embarrassed. We all lose. And I think that's what makes you into a better person, just a likable person. You get embarrassed. Oh, somebody pies you in the face on your birthday or something. Just as a joke, or everybody's messing around. And they're pieing everybody else in the face. They pie you in the face and you get mad. You're like, bro, what you doing, bro? Do it to everybody else. I get it that some people don't want to get pied in the face, but why did you show up then? You know what I mean? Why did you show up to this thing? You know what I'm saying? Have fun, dude. Take yourself too seriously. And then you wonder why nobody messes with you or want to be around you and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I only seen those types of dudes in high school, or a lot of those dudes in high school. Then I'm really starting to realize how many are out there in real life working at like Planet Fitness. Oh, what's the word? Like egotistical, I think. Regardless, I'm getting off track. But what else was I gonna say? Hold on. Oh, that we should also focus on the setbacks and failures. They're gonna happen. We shouldn't be afraid of them. We should just accept them. Fuck it. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. You're gonna mess up eventually, and you can't sit here and be a perfect little butterfly and expect not to mess up. It's just gonna happen, and you're allowed to feel bad. You're allowed to be like, oh, gosh darn it, I really messed up this time. It happens. And for the people that get mad at you for that, they have to understand that as well. Mistakes happen, depending on what you did, though. If you're being promiscuous with somebody's wife, that's not a mistake. You did that on your own. So anyway, I think that's all my points. I just wanted to make a quick little summary of this because I wrote a script and I didn't like it. But I wanted to end it off with a quote from Steve Lacy. If you know who that is, then great for you. If you don't, then you're a lame ass. It is, hold on. How does it go again? Oh, life is a sting, not a tattoo. Temporary pain. It's lame to chase youth. Alright, so I'm gonna end the video there. Alright, bye.